Can you hear anything now? What about now? Is it coming across now? Fucking hell. There we go. Yeah, so when I started the thing, it started it muted. This entire time I've been chatting away, but I'm talking to myself apparently. For fuck's sake, I didn't even notice that. I'm glad somebody said something now. So, to go back to the whole start of all of that then. Hello HK, hello Tanagarian. How are you getting on, lads? And I said, yeah, Tanagarian, I got jealous of all this time. Oh no, there'll always be sounds. If there's never sound on any of my streams, there's something wrong. There might be no camera, as in like I could turn off my face cam sometimes, but if I'm doing a driving stream, part of it is people enjoy the road noise. So that's why. Hey David, how you doing, dude? No, it was Streamlabs streaming app, had it muted. So yeah, what I was saying was I'm heading to Limerick. It's about 2 hours away. Well, a little less than 2 now. So I just thought I'd stream it while I drove. There's a work summer party going on. Why Limerick, I don't know, because the parent company is in Waterford, which is also about 2 hours drive from there, maybe a little over. But I didn't question it. I was just asked if I wanted to go, and I said yeah. They're putting us all up in a hotel. They booked the restaurant for dinner, and no doubt there will be drinks on the company as well. There usually is some company credit cards floating around at this kind of thing, and they pay a bit. Dirty weekend. No, just a work party. So it's weird because the last time I had to go to Cork. So the company I work for arranged the last night out because four of us, they have everybody sharing rooms. So thankfully I'm sharing a room with one of the other lads from the dev team. I don't know the lad, like I've worked with him for a year, so I know him a bit, but like we haven't exactly socialised a lot, and he's a bit quiet, so I don't know him super well, but that won't make a difference. It's like we're only going to be on to bed at night, you know. So they've dinner booked for 7 o'clock. So I said, right, well, I'd leave around 3, half 3, get there 5, half 5, because I didn't really want to be there super early, because the Waterford crowd, the bus from Waterford was leaving at 1 p.m, so they'll all be there now, and they're probably all starting to drink now, which is kind of like, why? You know? It's like you could have just gone a little later. Well, it should be good crack. I'll meet a lot of people I've never met before, a few I might have spoken to. Well, there'll definitely be a few I've spoken to before that I've never met, and there's a few I never have, because I'll only speak to the dev team and the help desk team then, basically. And I've spoken to the CEO of my company and the CEO of the parent company before as well. But otherwise, like the rest of the staff, I don't really ever get to speak to, because there's no reason for me to interact with them, because they're not help desk. You know, so it's one of those things. So I'll meet some people I haven't met before, which will be nice. Should be a good laugh. But I thought, why not, since I'm driving anyway, do a little bonus driving stream. And I stopped off before starting and got the car washed, just so at least it's a nice clear windscreen. And it wasn't one of the automatic car washes, because otherwise I would have streamed it in that, because I know the last time I was driving and streaming and there was talk of a car wash, people wanted me to go through the car wash on stream. Yeah, why interact with colleagues if you never work with them? Well, I've no reason to, Tanagarian. This is the thing, like, there is no, for me to reach out to some of the other staff that aren't help desk, there's no rhyme or reason for it. It's not within my job to do so, you know what I mean? And it's not a case of we're in office together. I'm at home. I don't see them. Yeah, we wanted a car wash stream. Yeah, I'll do it eventually. But it's not even politeness, Tanagarian. Like, I don't know these people exist, is the thing. Like, there's a whole group of people who've nothing to do with my side of the company or with my company. So, like, because I'm talking about the people from the parent company. I've met most of the people from my company, which is a smaller company, but I've never met a lot of the people from the parent company because I never interact with them, because my job doesn't necessitate me interacting with them, you know. Me in a bikini washing the car, that would be a sight you would never want to see. That is nightmare fuel, my man. That'll never happen. Fucking hell. Do you want to be able to sleep again? Because it doesn't sound like you want to ever sleep again. But no, that will not happen. So yeah, it should be good fun though. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Thing is, I know like the last time I went out with people from my company in December, we had a good laugh. It was a good night. It was fun. You have zero problems with sleeping, so bring it. Fuck right off. I would have problems with sleeping. I couldn't sleep after doing that. I wouldn't be able to look at myself again. Jesus Christ. Not a chance. It's hard enough as it is to Tanagarian without putting that into the mix. No, thank you. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. It'll be an all-nighter anyway, because I know the last time, like the CEO of my company, he's a mad cunt. He's good crack. He's a really, really nice bloke. We had a good laugh the last time, but he was like, right, we're going out to a club afterwards, and let's go for shots, and let's go for this, and let's go for that. He was just mad for a session. And he was like, at one stage, as it got later in the night, he's just buying fucking trays and trays of shots for everybody. And sure, half the people had gone home. So some random people in the bar ended up being handed shots. As he was handing us shots, he was just handing some random people shots. It's fucking hilarious. Which of course they wouldn't be saying no to. Sounds like a good time. Yeah, absolutely. The only photo I got all night, and I sent it to the senior dev on my team. So basically it was the CEO and the senior dev in the photo, and the CEO is holding the senior dev's fiance's handbag around his arm as if it's his, and there's a photo of the two of them doing that. It just looked fucking funny. Well, that was just zero fucks given. Handbag in one arm, senior dev in the other arm. Good crack hat. But it's nice to see, like, top man doesn't give a fuck. He's down for a laugh, you know. We work, we all get our jobs done, we all get the work done, we all put in fucking a lot of work. And yeah, it seems like they have the work hard, play hard mentality. Which there's nothing wrong with that. Miss a proper party at your company. Yeah, well, I've only worked for a couple of companies that had parties. Really only one company that had, they used to have a yearly Christmas party, and they'd have an open bar for the first hour or two, and then after that was on you. This is the first place I've worked where I've had to travel outside of Dublin to go for an event, and they've put me up in a hotel. Like, they're paying expenses. Now, I would not expect them to pay petrol prices or anything like that, because it's an optional thing. It's not for work. And then obviously the coach, that they'll arrange a coach, but they're not paying for the coach for people who want to use it, because it's an extracurricular thing. But they are paying for everybody's hotel. We don't have to put our hands in our pockets for the hotel, and they're going to pay for the dinners, and they'll definitely pay for drinks as well, which is just fucking lovely. The fair play to them. I'm going to put a roof over my head for the night, feed me, and fill me full of booze. I'm good with that. And even if I'm not looking to get drunk, because I have to drive home tomorrow morning for one, and I'll have one of my colleagues in the car with me tomorrow morning because he needs a lift back. And as well as that, I don't want to get rat arsed and make a fucking fool of myself in front of all my my workmates. Well, not my workmates, my colleagues, because I don't really, not that I'm opposed to having workmates, but I don't socialise with any of them outside of work, so they're my colleagues. That's, I'd say, the only negative to working from home. You don't really get to socialise with your colleagues much, but I'd take that anyway, any day over fucking most of the rest, you know. Still worth it to me anyway. Jeez, it feels like I've been streaming a lot longer. It only says it's 20 minutes. That's crazy. It feels like I'm on the road a lot longer than that. I can actually change lane and put the foot down a little bit. So that I will do. Just realised I'm going under the speed limit a little bit here, so I can pick it up. Thankfully. What are you up to this weekend, Tanagarian? No doubt you're going to have some social event going down. And everyone else. I know there's a couple of people. No, it's probably mostly loggers, which is absolutely fine. I do love my log. Last night, so I was playing some DVD with him and Misty, and myself and Talk joined, and he started streaming on Kick. Actually looks pretty decent. Like the stream quality and all that is pretty good. There's some stuff that you're used to on Twitch that isn't there, that can be a little confusing, but overall the quality and everything else is fine. You see everything exactly as you want, as all the stuff. It's basically the same as watching Twitch. The only thing you don't have initially, I guess, would be all the emotes and shit, because until you're affiliated and all that shit on there, you won't have a lot of that stuff. But otherwise it's the same. It's interesting to see. And I know Lil Jon was talking about it last night, saying the whole thing of apparently Kick, because I've heard rumours and I've not read the actual article. I must do it one day. But apparently they're gonna, like, if you meet certain thresholds, they will pay you to stream per hour. So you get like a basic minimum wage for streaming, which I thought is fucking pretty awesome. And I don't think the criteria is anything crazy. I think you just have to have like the regular amount of followers to be an affiliate. After that, you have to stream a certain amount of time and keep within the TOS kind of thing, I think is most of it really. And as long as you do that, they're gonna hook you up, which I think is fucking mental. If that works, like as a concept, it's crazy. The amount of streamers you're gonna see as like become full-time streamers with shit like that is insane. Especially people who are working jobs that are paying that kind of money anyway. Like, well, just stream and play games and talk shit with people and get the same money. So I know Little John was saying if he can get that, he's absolutely going to do it. That he will stream instead. I just checking there. I thought for a second I took the wrong turn. You do have some, but you think he'll stay. The thing is, it's great to be social and all, but it's also nice to actually just fucking have downtime and have me time. I might be lagging. Oh no, we're alright. I just saw a bit of a signal drop there, but typical Irish weather. It is indeed snowy. It's still warm, but I think it's 21 degrees right now, but it's cloudy, which is always the way. I love these kind of skies though. It's nice. How's your day going, Snowy? Is it a Final Fantasy day for you, or what are you up to with yourself today? You take that beats 29? Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, drop it down another 5-6 degrees and I'll be happy as well. I don't mind 20s and all that kind of thing, but yeah, like early 20s, 2021 is fine. 15, 16, 14, I'm good in all of that. I mean, fuck it, I'm good in 0 to be quite honest, but just took a little break from it. How's it going for you so far? How are you enjoying it? I am finding though this year, with all the heat we've had, it hasn't affected me too badly. Like I haven't been suffering from it. Having the fan on in my room and just keeping doors and windows open, has been enough. I haven't been getting too hot at work. I haven't been getting too hot while streaming. It's warm, yeah, but it's not like fucking insufferable. You can dress for anything between 15 and 24. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, the stuff I'd wear for 15 I'd probably wear for 0 as well. Gotta do some cleaning, but this heat, you'll do it during the evening. Oh yeah, Tanagarian, fuck that. Above and below is a pain. Yeah, you see, I'm good with cold. I like the cold, so if I would wear it in 0 degrees, it's probably the same thing I'd wear in like 10 to 15 degrees. Above that, then I'd probably put shorts on instead, or fucking sleeveless hoodie or something like that, you know, whatever the fuck, or just have my hoodie open. Below 15 is still better than above 24, absolutely. I've always said it and I always will. I would always rather be too cold than too warm, because if you're cold you can warm up, you can put extra layers on, you can do something to warm yourself up. When it's too hot, you can only go so far. Final Fantasy going great, taking your time through. Well, that's a good thing, man. Because I know myself, with games like that, or with a new game, or a game I'm excited and looking forward to, sometimes you make the mistake of just blasting it and getting through it so quickly that once you hit that end point, you're like, yeah, it's done. You're kind of like, oh shit, it's done. Like, fuck, I want more to play. Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. You get to that point where there's nothing left, and if you're still too warm, well, you're fucked. Just a little bit. Which I think is what a lot of people have been dealing with this summer. All kinds of shit on the side of the hill here. I don't know what it is though. Just little mold markings and look like leaves and antlers and shit. There's always more to take off. Not really, Tanagarian, unless you want to peel off your skin. You get bollock naked, you can't fucking start tearing off layers of skin. Even if it's basically fat tissue, yeah, exactly, that's what I mean. Well, you're gonna take out a carving knife and start fucking chopping off pieces of yourself. Couldn't we all? I know I fucking could as well. Less mass, less heat, or something. Yeah, that's true. That's why I'm always like a furnace. Too much mass. Or something. Fucking hell. On this as well to make sure I'm not taking wrong. It's pretty much, I think, it should be a straight run of stay on the N7 and just follow it basically. Yeah, exit 29 I think I'm to take, from what I can see basically. Let's see what exit we're coming up to. Do I have to take exit 29? What are we on now? But I think that's in 130 kilometers. I have to take that exit. So I'll be on this road for a little while. Long drive, overall about 2 hours. I'm probably about half an hour in. So about an hour and a half left. Thereabouts. Getting a bit windy out there now. No, not too bad. No, it's not the usual. Exit 14 is coming up, so plenty more. As long as there's no traffic, yeah. Well, I mean, there shouldn't be. I don't think there's anything major in this direction today, so there shouldn't be any major amount of traffic for it. There should be a pretty straightforward drive and a handy enough one. See there any reason it wouldn't be, but you know, I also can't see the fucking future, so still gotta be careful. But maps will alert me and all that shit if anything happens, so it's grand. What are you doing with your weekend other than Final Fantasy and taking a handy snowy? Just relaxing? You got anything you want to do? You still got any of that rum, or is it all gone now? Sad I finished off the last of my cracking black cherry rum last night, so just relaxing, excellent, and why not, well deserved. I'll have to try and source more. Still have plenty of rum, back to slow drinking. Good. I mean, that rum should always be drank slowly anyway. To be enjoyed, not to be fucking necked. Although I think during the 12 hours, yeah, it was that one actually. During the 12-hour stream that turned into the 14-hour stream, I did do a shot of that Dictator 20-year-old, which funnily enough was not very pleasant to drink it as a shot. It's just the whole, there's something about taking a sip and enjoying it and letting it kind of swirl around a bit and let the flavours ruminate, develop, as opposed to get it into your kind of attitude. The whiskey DJ in Costa got me though, that was quite nice actually as a shot. So I must drink some more of that. Get it into a nice glass of that, or a cocktail with it or something. I'll have to get back and get some stuff for doing some whiskey sours again, because I still have my bitters and stuff. I just have to make simple syrup and press simple syrup and press lemon juice basically, and be grand. At the moment, you more about the cold beers. Yeah, I was going last night. I was gonna do it. So I looked at the bottle of rum I had and I was like, right, I can finish off the rest of this bottle, but I do have some quite nice beers in my fridge. And I was like, maybe beers. I just went with rum in the end, because it was like, you know what, today I'm going to have a load of beer today, and I don't want to be drinking a load of beer last night and then a load of beer today. So, and what I see is like a cocktail bar. So no no doubt there will be some cocktails as well. Because if it's a cocktail bar and they have them, I'm fucking down. I'm gonna be having cocktails. But I do like a nice pint as well. So I know get the. I did also bring some of my mead. Stimpy, so I won't be streaming it. Because he's getting a lift from one of the other lads here today. But he doesn't have a lift back tomorrow. So he asked me if there's any chance I can give him a lift back. I said, yeah, of course. So obviously I'm not going to be streaming while I'm driving with him in the car. That would be just weird. I know there's not a lot of people around today, but I figured fuck it anyway, I'd just do a little driving stream. I was half tempted to actually, and I probably should have done it, I was half tempted to do the stream on Kick. But I don't know if they have, I know they have a mobile app. I don't know if you can go live on it though. Dinner's done, you think? Back in 20? No worries, man, enjoy your dinner. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, see you in a bit, dude. Enjoy your food. Twitch is integrated into, like Nightbot, like Discord, like it's a lot of different things. I don't know whether it has all those, but I'm sure it will if it doesn't. Definitely give it a shot anyway, there's no harm. Might as well check it out and see what goes on it. So, you know, like Little John had a really decent stream last night when he was on it. Yeah, I think quite a lot of it was like loads of mates coming in to check it out for his first one and support. But he had a few random people from the site itself pop in and say hello, and it was lovely. It seems like there's a lot of streamers on Kick, or people who are going to Kick who want to get affiliated, and they're kind of going around the route of not quite follow for follow kind of situation, but they're popping in, saying hello, finding new people whose first stream it is, and saying, oh yeah, I'm just going around looking for this. I'm trying to do the same thing, so I'm following people and trying to help them do it as well. And right, like it's kind of almost a follow for follow thing without being it. I'm not specifically asking for it, but yeah, I don't know. No harm, I'd imagine, anyway. this road is 120, which is 80 miles. That's what we're doing, it's 120. So, calm down. Why are you in a hurry to get tickets? Like, the other thing I don't understand, like, it's not like here you just get a speeding fine and you have to pay it. You get penalty points in your license. And I think they've increased it recently as well. So I think it used to be 2 points, then they put up to 3. I think it might even be 4 now. And you can only get 12 points in your license before you're banned from driving. So like, it's just not worth it to get somewhere 2 minutes quicker, if even that much time is saved. So I'm thinking of it logically, and most people probably aren't who are doing it, so you know, there's that side of it as well. But hey, that's just how it goes. Specific brand of car owners are always true, like the BMW. So often they're knobs and it's like, oh, yeah, it's BMW. It's weird. Self-perpetuating stereotypes. Stay in this lane, so you got. There's the beep. Speedy Gonzalez reporting for duty. I know, right? You back with your dinner, or you finished your dinner? We do love that toll tag for that kind of stuff. Not have to worry about anything, just drive through, job done. For dinner today, Snowy? Oh, yes, let's not be Speedy Gonzalez. Settle down a little bit. Smash down one plate. Pasta salad now behind PC. Ah, nice. What's in your pasta salad, other than obviously pasta? Some curry with rice. Ah, nice. What kind of curry? Like Indian curry, Chinese curry? Some other curry I don't know of? I don't fucking know. Yes. So you don't know of either, okay. Because curry, when I hear the word curry, I think Chinese. Because that's what's popular here. Would be Chinese, authentically Chinese about breed either. But still fucking tasty. You don't have to go check anything, Snowy. It's alright, dude. You enjoy your food. Don't want you stopping in the middle. Oh, it's starting to drop now, big time. It's the famous lad's words of saying, "Oh yeah, it's not too bad," and then bam. Says Korean Madras. Indian-ish. Okay. Yeah, that sounds more. I'm not very au fait with Indian food. I've tried a few. I remember trying a few different dishes here a long time ago, so I should probably really give it another try, because it was a long time ago. Whatever kind of curry I got when I tried it, it was fucking, I hate it. I'd be down to give it another try and see if I could find a dish I liked. I never even actually thought, I'm only realising now, we're having dinner in this place. I never thought for a second to check and see what the menu was like. Didn't even dawn on me. You'd think if you're going to a restaurant or a bar, which I think it's a bar with a restaurant in it, obviously, you would think you would want to check what the menu is like. But my dumbass didn't even think of that. Well, I'll find out what it's like when I get there. It's not like it really matters anyway. It's not the reasoning. There's always steak sandwich. There's not always steak sandwich, but there's always a steak, usually, yeah. I'd be surprised if there wasn't a steak option. Or worst case, if there's no steak, there's going to be some kind of fish. You can't go wrong with a bit of hake or a bit of cod or a bit of salmon or something, you know. Not a fan of smoked salmon as like an uncooked appetizer kind of thing, but salmon cooked, oh yes, absolutely delicious. Now I already know what I want when I get home. Gonna have to get some salmon. As for steak and some pieces of bread, there's always a steak sandwich. Very true, very true. If you can get bread and you can get steak, you can get a steak sandwich. That is a good way of. But I'm thinking, just when I was over in Caustics one time, it's funny because there's dishes I've made for him that have now made it into his kind of, he always makes it, and there's dishes he's made for me that are now in my I always make it. So like there's a turmeric pasta that I made for him before, gave him the recipe for it afterwards, and now he makes that often enough. And there's a marinated salmon dish that he made for me before, and I make it all the time now as well. But basically just marinating the salmon, put it in a container in a shitload of soy sauce, some spices, maybe a couple of slices of lemon on it, egg sitting in. The only weird thing that you have to be kind of prepared for is the colour of the salmon after, because it gets fully cooked or whatever, or cut into it, it looks raw. So the first time I did it, I was like, oh fuck, it's still raw, put it back in. Because I'd normally cook salmon for like 15, 16 minutes. I find 16 minutes is ideal for the type of salmon I usually get. And I took it out of the oven, I was like, fuck, it's still raw. So I was like, it still looks raw. I went, hold on, wait, what the fuck? Tasted a bit, I was like, oh shit, no, this is perfect. It's actually getting overcooked now. It's purely down to the fucking soy sauce changing the colour. That the cooked colour looked off and made it look raw. It's funny though. All jokes aside, I hope the food's good. Yeah, so do I, man. I mean, if it isn't, I don't give a fuck. Thing is, it's not like we're in the middle of nowhere. We're going into, if there's a hotel, there's a hotel bar, there's a hotel restaurant. If there's a hotel, and if we're in a bar, and we're in a kind of, which as far as I'm aware, it's in the city centre of Limerick anyway. So it's in the centre of Limerick. It means there's going to be shops and stuff around. So worst case scenario, the food is dire, I can always go grab a sandwich somewhere. Or a fucking chicken roll or something, you know. So I'm not concerned. If it turns out to be terrible, I'll pop somewhere and get something. Even if it's I'll find somewhere to get a bag of chips or something, you know. That just gives me fucking flashbacks now of the last time we were in Cork after finishing the night out in the pub, club, whatever the fuck it was. There's I think it was like a kebab shop type place, but they also done curry chips and they done some other stuff, and I was fucked. This place is amazing. The food is, there's nothing better than some nice warm tasty food when you have a belly full of booze. It always makes it a bit better. It's weird to see the kind of layover area closed off. I'm not expected to see that now. Actually swaying me a little. start to feel the heat a bit more now. So it hasn't cooled down really, but I think it's just I turned off my aircon, that's what it is. I thought the residual coolness will do the job. I forgot I turned it off. There we go. So we are in Tipperary. That place has the update. Fields around at the moment as well. There's a shit ton of cattle in one of them. You're checking out now, Tanagarian, I take it. I most certainly will. Thank you very much for popping in, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy whatever you get up to. If you go out hanging with friends, have a blast. If you stay in and just game the weekend away, enjoy the fuck out of it, my man. Always a pleasure, my dudes. Catch you later. Nice big windmills there. Or wind turbines. Thank you for the lurk. I'm always confused as to why we don't have more of them. Like, I expect to see wind farms all over the country. Considering how much wind we get all the time, I don't see it very often. Like there's a fair few, there's probably 10 to 15 of those massive windmills there now. Or wind generator, whatever the fuck you want to call them. But I would expect to see that, like, I know people are like, oh, they're an eyesore. Yeah, I actually think they look kind of cool. And the amount of untapped wind power potential on this fucking island is mental. We get so much wind. It's never not windy, especially around the seas. Seeing more and more along highways lately. Yeah, I mean, why not? I just like, rather than, I don't understand why you wouldn't. It's renewable energy. It's free energy. You just basically pump the fucking thing there, let it spin, let it generate, take use of that kinetic energy and allow it to be harnessed for good and for a nice purpose, rather than just let it all go to waste. Like, we have the tech for it. Why wouldn't you want to tap into it? Rather than burning coal to fucking do generators and mining and all that shit. Which makes sense to me, but I mean, fuck do I know? I'm sure they could do something to make them look more aesthetically pleasing as well, if need be, if it's an issue. We're going into areas that fucking people will see a lot of or whatever. So what can you do? Yeah, I don't either. I think they look cool. It's definitely, I mean, I would have plenty of green fields and plenty of fucking open areas and plenty of spaces to enjoy here. And absolutely they should be kept and maintained. And they should never be a case that we don't have that. But no reason you can't dot them all over the place, or like offshore ones and stuff like that. Get some fucking hydroelectrics going, you know. You can make use of that as well. I know places do, but you know, it's just why not more? Oh, is it pausing and buffering, HK? Oh, here and there. Alright. You post that same message without the "Hey Velvet, could you pin something like?" Just like right after I asked. Alright, because the connection shows stable for me here. Perfect. Thank you, Snowy. I mean, it's not like it makes a huge difference anyway. We don't have a lot of random people or a lot of people in here. It's mostly you lads and one or two others. And I'm not doing it to like, oh, I need lots of you. I know some people like to watch it, and it'll be a VOD if somebody wants to enjoy the road. So, you know, that's why I'm doing it. How's your day going, HK? What you up to with your weekend? But I do appreciate that, HK. It is something I should make a note of doing, or have one of the lads do when I do these driving streams, because I always forget. I put it in there that it's a driving stream. There's two cars in front of me. You know what I mean? So it's a pretty fucking quiet road right now. We are now into County Offaly. For some reason you can't get Discord to show PS5 activity. Alright. That's weird. I was talking to see, I don't have a PS5, so I can't really comment on any of that. But I know she was saying there's some trick you can do where you connect on your phone and then transfer the call to your PlayStation, or vice versa, and it helps the stability of it and the activity on it. Something like that. I don't fully remember what it was, but it's something to that effect anyway. Oh man, I'd love to look at that fucking hill in front. Hoping that comes across well on the stream, which I probably won't, because the camera isn't high enough quality to get a good look at it, but it just looks great. I love it. All the cows chilling out. Just looking here since you saw you online, being probably going to be about another 40 minutes to an hour. It's just a quick drive today, but I thought since I'm driving, why not? Wait, what kind of activity? So it shows Discord when you're playing on your PS5. Well, you can connect your PS5 to Discord now, so it should show like playing blah or playing this or playing that the same way. But thank you for the look, blah. Much appreciated, man. Alright, we got another 50 kilometers to go. Making good time, actually no, sorry, that's 50 kilometers till I have to take the turn off, so it's more than 50 kilometers now. So I was just thinking, I was like, with the speed I'm going, that doesn't add up to the amount of time I have estimated it should take. And then I realised, no, you're being a knob. It's one thing I don't understand. just passed. Boy. Right then. Look at me being a judgy cunt. Right? Yeah, mostly what you're playing. Alright. I don't know why I'm answering for Snowy. He can answer himself. We're getting welcome to Tipperary again. What the fuck? I already got welcome to Tipperary. This is an odd route. Did I go back in time or something? What the fuck happened there? I went from Tipperary to Offaly back to Tipperary. Guess my route, we just kind of went for options to a degree. In Dublin, absolutely. Outside Dublin, it can be suspicious. But the road signs are always good anyway. Yeah, did you not? If you have a look in the Discord HK, I think Snowy put it in general or WhatsApp group. Snowy, I'm trying to remember them. The statue. I think you put it in the Discord. You got a massive. No, maybe I'm thinking wrong. No, in the pics, yeah, you did. Okay, great. So yeah, you have a look in the Discord, the pic section. Snowy put up. I'm conflating it all. He put up a whole package together, which looks amazing as well. Hey Aiden, how are you getting on? Time travel, aliens. What the fuck? I missed that. Aliens probed me. The road maker had no sense of direction. Yeah, it could be all of those, Paladol. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Start waving a bit there, weaving a bit. That was weird. They went all out in the collection on my map. Hope you're having a nice weekend so far. What's the point of you, pal? Like, you got up my arse to fucking just overtake me. You right? Where am I heading, Aiden? I'm heading to Limerick. Where basically they do like a summer social, summer party kind of thing every year. So we're having it this year in Limerick. So I'm driving there. They're putting us all up in a hotel, which is nice. So everybody's not having to work and then pay for. Did any of what I just said come true? Saying much. It's gonna get framey. I guess I've hit a black spot in signal. It's the weak spot. Ah, well. Nina and Grove. Start to pick back up now. Hopefully. Okay. I think at that we're back. So I don't know if you heard anything of what I said, Aiden, when you asked where was I heading. I started to say it and then I realised that my signal quality had dropped. I was in a bit of an odd patchy signal point. So if you didn't hear what I'm saying, feel free to let me know and I'll tell you. If you heard it, then I don't need to repeat myself. But I don't mind repeating myself, so it's all good. Last thing I'll be seeing them.